Does that look stupid? Welcome back to another episode of We Tape. I'm your host, Holly.
And your co-host, Charles.
Thank you for joining us. We'll start off with our week. How was our week, babe?
Oh, my week was rough.
Our oldest graduated elementary.
Yes.
She's going to go into middle school. That was pretty cool.
Well, I wanted to say our week was rough because we didn't work last Monday.
Huh?
Working because of Memorial Day.
Yeah.
And then having Monday off last week and then having to work Monday this week, man. This whole week was kind of rough, actually. Like just kind of getting back into routine. Work really sucked this week. For me, at least. Like trying to wake up. Yeah. Just feel a little exhausted. We had a long week last week.
Yeah.
A long week, this past week too.
Well, our week was just long and busy. We started volleyball, but then even with that, we had graduations to attend, and then it just felt super busy every single day.
Yeah.
I know work for me was super busy because I took Friday off. So yesterday, I took yesterday off. So then it's a lot of trying to work ahead so that I'm not so far behind next week.
Yeah.
Our youngest also graduated preschool.
Yes.
So she'll be going to the same school as the older ones. Out of all the kids, she was the only one that you were able to attend the preschool graduation, which is nice.
Yeah. It was nice. I mean, all them, the three older kids at least. I was always working, couldn't get off in time. But this time, I'm glad work made asking to see if I could have a shorter day was able to, happen for me to be there.
You asked ahead, so that's good.
I asked a day ahead.
Well, you're like in charge of your own.
Yeah. So. That's true. So starting out the week, Sunday we had practice. Man, like I was telling Coach Sean, like I didn't even play, but I feel more exhausted. I feel like I felt more exhausted than the kids. I'd probably just mentally drained, trying to figure everything out. Cause it's still work in progress. Sunday practice. I hope tomorrow's practice goes a lot smoother than this last one.
Well, it's not practice.
Or game, I mean. Game.
Oh. It's not practice. It's a game, and it's a lot of bodies into one gymnasium. That's split into two. So it's a lot of kids, including parents too. So, it's hard to fit that amount of people in this gym when there's a game happening in all court, or not like in 3 courts, 3 out of the 4 courts. So we just make it work, and hopefully everyone's okay with that. It would be nice to just have parents just drop off their kids, but I know they want to like watch the games and all that too. And it's like in the middle of the day, 3 to 6. So
we're those parents that we would like to be there too. So
yeah,
I get it. Like if parents come and they want to watch their kids play too. I'm pretty sure that the kids will want their parents, as a kid, you want your parents to come watch you play too as well.
So we'll see how that goes, which will be tomorrow. So hopefully everything runs better, or just as smoothly once we continue doing this. It's almost like common sense now because we've done it last Sunday already. So hopefully you guys get the communication down and everyone's on time and all the kids get fair play.
Yeah, and then our oldest did graduate elementary school, did her graduation ceremony on Wednesday in the evening. Really hot.
Yeah, too bad they couldn't play the PowerPoint, which I find really almost like, did you guys not think of that?
Yeah,
you couldn't get the microphone to work for a little bit there. What
years prior they always did it inside, but then they ran out of room. That's why they chose to do it out. The past 2 years, they chose to do it outside.
Yeah, but we couldn't even see the PowerPoint.
I know.
Which is like, that was what I was looking forward to because, they requested for baby pictures, and then
Did they?
Mhm.
Oh,
teachers requested for baby pictures, and apparently the students actually created the PowerPoint
oh wow.
themselves or the slideshows themselves. So I'm like, okay, I want to see what my daughter created, what she
Mhm.
made. But it is what it is. The principal said that they will um,
Share it.
share it or email it or give us access to it. So can't wait to see that.
Mhm.
Thursday was practice too. Then
It was really kind of
crazy too.
crazy at the beginning because the other coach and coaching assistant couldn't make it, so I was like scrambling to find.
So this is how you guys have it all set up, just so that the listeners understand.
Mhm.
Each practice day in time slot, we have 2 designated team to go. So you have one team and there's another team for that time slot. Unfortunately, the other team, the coach and the assistant coach, weren't able to coach that night since, for whatever reason. So then they asked you to coach
To cover.
to cover their team as well too.
Mhm.
And that is just like, I mean, in my mind, excuse me, I'm thinking like that's what 11 kids plus your 11 kids. Holy moly.
Yeah, it was rough.
And you don't have an assistant.
I don't have assistant. You're my assistant, basically. So then, gladly enough, able to get
One of the gold coach.
one of the gold coach. If you're listening, thank you so much for coming and help us. And then we also got TC Rejects Setter to come help too. He's my uncle, of course, and his kids are been interested in playing too. So
Yeah.
called him, brought his kids, and he was able to come help.
It's so funny because his kids came on my side.
Mhm.
And so then he was standing like around with me.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh no, can you go help Charlie instead?
Yeah.
And then I turn around, I saw his kids. I was like, oh my gosh, that's why he's over here, because his kids are over here.
Mhm.
So I thought about it. I'm like, he should have just came over here.
Yeah.
And like him and I swap, because I think he wants to coach his kids.
Yeah.
So then when I started like doing drills with the kids, I realized his kids are here. That's why he wanted to be on this side. I'm like, oh my gosh, like why didn't I just thought of that? But then if his kids would have came on your side, it would have been a lot of kids. So if we just split up your kids a little bit, but you guys didn't.
Well, we had probably like 9, 10 kids show up from my team.
Yeah, I think you're missing like 3 or 4 kids.
Yeah, and then we had probably less than 6 that showed up on the other team.
Yeah, they had 6
or 6.
Mm-hmm.
So it was really kind of uneven. That was like, at least almost 20 kids. And I think if it was just, been me, if you didn't help me and Ku didn't come, I think that would have been really difficult for just one person with 20 kids.
Yeah. I mean, I had to literally like print out a whole
agenda
or what they were going to do just so that I could keep my head straight, and don't lose. It's hard because you have to manage the kids, right? And on top of that, you had to manage the time. So I kept looking at my watch like, okay, we only have this much time left. We only have this much. Then, if we did too long on this drill, it was starting to seem like it was getting boring. So I think in the future, I just had to get creative of how to do certain drills. Maybe some YouTube, like just look it up and see what they have planned. But I know next time, hopefully, the other coaches will be there, so that you guys can all bounce off of each other, like ideas of what to do for practice time. But I think you did pretty well, babe.
Yeah, it was just kind of, having your head on a swivel. There's so many kids to try to, because at the same time, you want equal playing too. And you want it to be where they all at least are getting to be on the court and play.
Oh, I got carried away with that.
Yeah, and then Thursday, Friday, Friday, yesterday, we had 2 birthday parties, right? And we had...
Well, all your baby graduated preschool, and then we just had a long day. Last day of school for the kids as well. And then
had little uncle's wedding.
2 birthday parties.
Little uncle's birthday by our house, at the park by our house. That we attended for probably a good 3 hours, 4 hours.
Yeah, it was super hot out.
Yeah. and then went over to my sister. Happy birthday, sister.
Happy birthday.
We're getting older each day. So, and our nephew graduated elementary too. So, congrats to him,
Yep.
Jaden. If you ever see this,
Yeah.
I'm happy for you.
Off to middle school.
You're
There's a
getting,
lot of them.
yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Are we good?
Yes, we are.
We didn't have to like go every single day.
It's fine. Well, we had a busy week, so I just wanted to like
I know.
update. And I'm pretty sure it's not just our kids that are graduating. Congratulations to all the kids that are moving forward, graduating, whatever you're graduating.
Walking across that stage.
Yes.
I know that our school district graduating tomorrow.
The ceremony?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Commencement's tomorrow. All 3 schools. Our topic for today is, when is it okay to move on after losing a partner?
But you're explaining losing a partner, like not breaking up, right? Like you're talking about like the death of a partner.
Yep. Or in another word, how soon is too soon to date after the passing of a spouse? Is there a standard timeline for finding love after loss? How long do you think someone should wait to date again after losing a partner? Anything along that line? How long do you think you will wait, babe? If ever I pass before you, well, would you let me date?
Of course. Why wouldn't I? Why would I? I'm dead already. Why I'm not stopping you from dating another one. But I think it really depends on how long your relationship was with them, of course, the longer you've been in a relationship with somebody, the harder it is to move on, right? After if they ever pass. So for us, with our circumstances with kids, I don't think I would move on. Probably take me a while to move on, because with our 4 kids, they don't. If you ever passed, so I will have to be the mother and or father and mother to them. So I think that would probably keep me fairly busy to the point where I don't think dating will probably be out of the question. Let's say if we didn't have kids and we were just married, probably like fairly newlyweds, I think it'd probably be easier to move on then. Yeah, I feel like it's just how long have you been like in the relationship. So just my take on it.
Is it okay to move on? Or when is it okay to move on?
I think it's okay to move on after you're past the mourning stage.
Grieving?
Yeah, grieving, because some people, it takes them a few years to finish it.
Or it's a forever ongoing thing?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it ever goes away.
It doesn't, but once you're actually accepted and your feelings you're okay with it, right? Because I mean, not saying that you're okay that you've erased that memory from your head, but once you're okay from having a thought in your head, I think that's probably the best time, or that's probably when you're ready to move on. I mean, it is a touchy subject. It's just hard. I mean, we've known a few people that have had that, and so I think from my point of view, seeing how certain people deal with it, some people start like moving on already, even though when they know that person is sick and going already. So they already looking for their options or whatever already. And I mean, it's sad to do that to your spouse at that time, but I guess that's probably their way of trying to move that process along faster. You know what I mean?
Or
And
it seemed like they're already grieving, and the only way for them to deal with that is like
to move on.
Yeah, moving on first, as in like finding whatever to fill that hole, even though their spouse is still alive and just, but they're just sick or whatever.
Terminally ill or yeah. And then there's some who just, I guess, don't move on and just stay single for the rest of their life too. So I had an aunt that she was, she had kidney failure. She was going really rough. And she even told her husband to, go find another wife because I don't know how long I have to live. And this was probably over 10 years ago, but she's still breathing. I think he did try, but then it didn't feel right, so he stuck with her. They're still together. I'm happy for that. Like he just probably couldn't move on without her. So he's still with her. She's still alive. She's doing better. So I'm glad he actually didn't listen to her.
Or he didn't like entertain that thought.
Yeah, he probably I don't give. I could be wrong. He probably did try, but don't touch. Let him go ahead, or I don't know. You know what I mean? So, but he ended up sticking with her, and I'm happy they did because she's still holding on. So, what's your take on it?
My take, I think for me personally, I don't know. I feel like I will always be grieving.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And like, even if the kids are older, like my kids, they mean so much to me that like, I feel like even if I was to bring someone new into the picture, I think whatever their opinion that they want to express to me, I think that would like affect me a lot. So like if the kids are okay with it, then I will probably like be okay with moving on.
But you're not answering the question. How long?
When is it okay?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, I don't know. I feel like I'm always gonna be grieving in a way.
So
And
when do you think it'd be all right for you to move on?
for me, I think that's something that I'll have to like mentally prepare myself. Like forever preparing. And I'm always like, I think I'm always gonna be battling with that. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, he's good looking, but I don't want to like, I don't want to do anything more. Like I'm always like battling within myself. Do you know what I mean? Like, cause you just never know what people's intentions are.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I'm already struggling with that. So then if you were to pass, I feel like that's going to be even harder for me because you hear stories about like uncles or grandpas or friends or whatever that will try to come after
Then yeah.
not the nya, but like the spouse because XYZ. Or I heard a story with this one story where she bought a boat for her husband. Husband passed away, or I forgot what. I think he's passed away. And then his friend started talking to her and was like, "Oh, I want that boat. Your husband's not even around anymore." So then like,
Give me the boat.
yeah, give me the boat. And then she gave him the boat. And at the end of the day, she lost so much stuff because she thought he loved her, but really he just knew that they had all these things and like he was trying to take them away from her. And I was like, oh, people's intentions are so ill. And I can't help but think of that. Like I get so
Is that a Hmong person? Well,
it's
the
a
thing
Hmong
is,
story.
okay, if like when there's things like that involved, why are you coming to ask me to give it to you for free? I'll sell it to you. I'm not gonna give it.
Yeah. But I think he was trying to like get close to her.
Or kind of date her.
Yeah, date her and like be her lover so that like she can give things to him. Do you know what I mean?
Her ex-husband
Or just materialistic
yeah,
things.
yeah.
Money, even money included. And like I don't know, I just feel like there's just some fear in me. Do you know what I mean? And it goes the same with like my kids too. Like people just want to date them because they know my kids have a lot of money from life insurance or whatever. Then I just feel like I live in fear. And I get really nervous with that.
So when is it okay for you to?
For me, I don't know.
Move on to date.
I don't know how to answer that, babe. I think it had to be a really, really long time, and it probably have to be someone complete stranger. Do you know what I mean? Almost starting from like scratch, because I don't want people to like
take advantage.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't want that for me and the kids,
No, I
right?
wouldn't.
I don't know. Just have to be very careful with everything you do once my spouse like passes, because I just don't know what people's intentions are. You probably shouldn't live in fear, but it's like I know those things do happen. Like I'm not stupid.
So here's a thought, like you know how like us Hmong people used to do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's say, hypothetically, when I pass away in the Hmong culture as tu tia, they would pawn you off on the younger brother. How do you feel about that?
If one of your younger brothers is still single, why do they do that? Is it because of assets? You're like what I just said?
But it's probably because of asset. But then, like, if they have kids,
Yeah.
it's for you.
I
Like,
feel like that's
yeah,
a big reason is because like okay, everything
you guys built your
is still within the family.
and the nya is still nya to the family, right?
Right. Yeah. I don't know. A part of me is like whatever.
I mean, for our circumstance, my middle brother is so much younger, right? And since we dated, you watched them grow up too, right? So basically,
Both of
like,
them.
both of them. So it's kind of like it's like your younger brother, you watching your younger brother grow up, and then now when your husband passed, you have to marry your little brother. So it just kind of little throws you off a little bit, right?
Yeah, I mean, I understand why
it happened back then.
I understand like why people have that mindset. I don't know. I just think that that's where the Hmong culture needs to be changed. And I don't think the OGs will ever like let that go. Como sang lo nu cho lo le siet ta. Do you think our generation will do that? Will we do that to our kids?
No, not here.
Yeah.
Not in this. But I'm just saying, like,
I know. I'm just thinking like, okay, if my son, if I have two sons, right? If my son passed away in Cotonou, she has like so much stuff. Like let's just say like she has a land, big old house.
Not just her, but your son that passed away.
Yes,
had a lot of stuff.
They have a lot of stuff.
Mm.
Would I just let her have it all and then go marry someone else? And now it's all of that is under their name. Put yourself in that shoes.
Yeah.
So then in that point, would you be like, okay, it's okay for her to marry someone else, and now everything that my son used to own is someone else's now. It's not like we don't have anything to do with it, but it's like, okay, so now
Yeah.
so then what happens here? Do we still get to see our son's land or like his assets or kids, or do you know what I mean? So you think of it that way, I feel like it's hard to not want those things out of your own family, your son's families.
The
I don't know.
thing with that is, okay, if you just keep a good relationship with your nya, right? Even though she goes and gets after your son's passing, right? After she goes and gets remarried or whatever, it's not like you had a bad relationship with her. But then when that does happen, there is a lot of bad blood because everybody wants to put their opinion in and force each other to do things that they might not want to, right? So the thing is, you can't decide nobody's life for them. And I think the OGs, the older generation, they always try to do that with with their
Well, I think it's because of that mindset.
Yeah, because of their mindset. But then
I'm saying that the mindset that the scenario that I just expressed to you.
But who are you to tell somebody how to
Exactly
make decisions for somebody in their life, right?
Yeah. Well, when someone, let's say like when your son passed away, who are you to like tell your daughter-in-law to marry?
I think it happened a lot because it's a lot of the respect factor, and you always want to please your elders.
I'm saying it's not like I haven't heard stories of
Like that.
successful
Yeah.
stories like that too. So,
But who are you to tell somebody how to make decisions for somebody else's life? When it doesn't affect you. You weren't the one that lost. You might have lost like a cousin, uncle, or something. But who are you to make decisions for somebody else? She should have the most say in how she wants to live. Move on with it.
so if your parents force me to marry your sibling, your brother, one of your brother,
I would say no.
you wouldn't want that.
Of course, I wouldn't.
So
What
you would be
happens?
okay if like I go off and get married to like another race.
Whether if it makes you happy, right?
Yeah.
If that's what makes you happy, because I'm dead. I can't. I don't want to have to control. Oh, I'm already dead. I can't be like, oh, you can't do this because it's gonna make me unhappy. I'm gonna come haunt you. What the hell? Like, why you living in such a reaction? You know what I mean? Like, if as long as you're happy, you could go do whatever you want. I'm not here.
Yeah. For me, ultimately, I would just, if I was to pass first, I would want my spouse, even though I'm dead, and my kids to be as protected as can be.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I wouldn't want them to like live.
Just being taken advantage of when you're at
Right.
your most vulnerable after you lose somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's sad, but it does happen. Um, whether it happens to you unknowingly or it happens to you knowingly that somebody's taking advantage of you or you're letting it happen, but it does happen. So yeah.
Did I never answered the question of when is it
No,
okay?
you never did.
You never answered it either.
I did. I said after your mourning.
Oh, I mean, I said grieving,
Grieving, yeah.
but
But you said
ultimately, it's like whenever I feel okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think I'll ever feel okay. There's always going to be a part of me like grieving, but then whenever I'm comfortable and um okay to actually put myself out there, and I think that a conversation needs to be had with the kids too. Like, just so you guys know,
Yeah.
mommy's gonna probably get on Tinder. I'm kidding. No. I have a Hmong Talk that's related to this. 21 hours ago by Anonymous. How soon is too soon to move on after your spouse passes away? My husband and I were married for nearly 25 years. Like any long marriage, we had our share of ups and downs. We met online through MySpace. He lived in Wisconsin and I live in California. We never had children, although we experienced multiple pregnancy losses over the years. After only a month of talking on the phone, I bought him a plane ticket to visit me in California. A month later, he asked me to marry him. I'd say yes. Shortly after, I moved to Wisconsin to start our life together. My husband was an only child. His father had passed away, and he was extremely close to his mother. He was stubborn, spoiled at times, and very much a mama's boy. Unfortunately, my mother in law never cared for me. I think part of that was because I was independent and ambitious. I always worked hard, had goals, and knew what I wanted out of life. For most of our marriage, I was a sole provider. My mother in law often encouraged him not to work because she felt it would be too difficult for him. Over time, he became comfortable relying on me financially. I purchased our vehicles, bought our home, paid the bills, and carried the responsibilities of our household. I even gave him money or spending money because he wasn't working. As the years passed, I became increasingly frustrated. It wasn't just that he didn't work, he stopped contributing in other ways too. He rarely cooked, cleaned, or helped around the house. I spoke with relatives, hoping someone could encourage him to take more responsibility, but nothing changed. He would simply say he didn't care what anyone thought and that nobody could tell him what to do. There were many times I considered leaving, but I stayed. Part of it was because of how I was raised. My parents taught me that marriage is a commitment you fight for. Another part was because after his mother passed away, he truly had no one else. Okay. He had no job, no financial security, and no support system. I knew that if I left, he would likely have nothing. Despite my frustration, I loved him deeply. I gave him everything I could and did my best to take care of him. About 5 years ago, his health began to decline.
Mm.
He was frequently hospitalized, and I often missed work to take him to appointments and care for him. Earlier this year, he passed away unexpectedly. His death broke my heart. I missed him every day, but as time passed, I realized that what I miss most is his presence. I miss coming home to someone being there. I miss the warmth of not walking into an empty house. I miss having someone to talk to. I even miss the little things like him trying to help when my car had problems. The truth is, during the last few years of our marriage, I had already begun grieving the relationship we once had. I was carrying the weight of everything alone, and I was exhausted. In some ways, I think I started mourning long before he had passed. After his death, I was devastated, but I also found that moving forward hasn't been as difficult as I expected, and that leaves me feeling guilty. A few months after his passing, I met someone. This person has been incredibly kind to me. He keeps me company when the night feels lonely, checks on me throughout the day, and has helped me through some of my darkest moments. For the first time in a long time, I feel cared for. I'm starting to develop feelings for him, and I'm struggling with what that means. Does it make me a bad person that I'm moving forward to so soon? Is it wrong that I still love my husband and miss him, yet also feel ready to embrace a new chapter in my life? How soon is too soon to move on after losing a spouse?
Wow. I mean, 25 years with a man child, right?
Ah,
I give her props for doing that. I mean, shoot. I mean, I give a lot of, you know, these strong Hmong women props. Not saying all Hmong men are like that, but, I have seen quite a few. Man, it's hard. I mean, I give her props for, sticking with somebody even though,
mhm.
it frustrated her at times.
Well, this guy was not working.
Yeah, not
No
working.
money. Uh,
He was put on a pedestal when he wasn't a king,
yep.
from his mom.
He had no desire to.
Improve in life.
Mhm.
And, how do you, I don't know. Maybe it's how you're raised. Maybe it's, his dad passing away that he just never had a, father figure to teach him. But I mean, you can't really, just with my train of thought, right? How I say everything, every life experience is, when people see it as trauma, you see it as a life teaching moment in life.
Mhm.
That's so for him to be babied by his mom all his life and then expecting his wife to baby him the same way. He should have saw that and, you know, be a little different, change his perspective in life of being like, treated as a king, but he didn't. And, she, I think she already passed the grieving. Like, even before he passed away, she already knew how it was going to go. So her moving on 3 months after his passing, I think is justified,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, I mean, she said that even before his passing, she was already grieving that marriage and all that. I mean, that's how a lot of women work. That's
Yeah.
how their mindset is. A lot of times, by the time the guy knows what's going on in her head or when she's expressing it, she's already moved past that, you know, weeks, months before all of that. She's telling you that, oh, she's fallen out of love with you. Like she's already been experiencing that for who knows how long.
She's been
And she just,
plotting already.
yeah, it's like, you know, by the time you guys know it, it's already too late. So I think she's already figured this out. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Like she's already. mourning their marriage already, even before he passed. And
Well, even before he was probably sick, right?
probably, yeah. I mean, I think a good conversation should have been had, but I'm sure they had conversations before.
Yeah. Well, she said she's talked to relatives and he wouldn't change.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, she did love him. That's why she stayed with him.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I said I give her props because even though you're frustrated, you still stuck through it to the end.
Yeah.
To his end.
Yeah. I mean, if anything, I would just be like, be careful because, some people are, you never know. Some people are just probably put on a show until they have a full grasp of you. And then,
well, they do say, well, you're in your vulnerable state too. So maybe anything just feels right for you. But I mean, they do say like dating somebody is different from being married to them, right?
yeah.
So,
But I think she's maybe anything other than what she's been living with, as in like the situation is probably better than the situation that she is in right now. So like anything that's
she take what she can get, basically.
yeah, but still be like, I'll just be like, just be cautious because I get it that like you're sick and tired of coming home to,
But at least you have someone to come home to. That's what you miss. You say you do miss that.
Yeah.
You miss the interactions with him.
His presence.
His presence.
But I'm saying that like she already grieved all of that she went through, as in like that environment, the environment of just her doing everything and he's just there. I think she already grieved all that, and something new, something different, something shiny is here now. So then she's would rather be in that situation than the old situation that she's in. So I'm saying like she's already grieved the old situation and now something new and shiny is here. So that's probably better for her. I'm just saying that just be careful with that too.
Just
like
be
I
careful.
get,
I mean, you can move on, but
yeah,
it's the beginning is still the lovey-dovey stage.
Mhm.
So after the lovey-dovey stage, we'll see how he really is. And just make sure he's interested in you for you and not interested in you for your things that you have or your stability or your, asset or whatever,
Do you want me to read some of the comments or no?
Yeah, read some comments.
Okay. This one. Girl, move on. Don't overthink it. Life is too short. 26 thumbs up. Next one. Only you know when you're ready to move on. You're not a bad person for moving on. Everyone moves on at their own pace. Maybe you feel guilty because you didn't find it difficult to move on. You probably moved on mentally before moving on physically. If this man likes you and you like him back, then yeah, move on. Otherwise, give yourself a year to grieve and be less vulnerable because there's many desperate men out there looking for a widow to tangle with. Ugh. Oh, here's the last one then. There is no universal timeline for grief. What matters is whether you're moving towards something healthy, not away from your pain. Moving forward doesn't mean you loved him any less. If this new person brings you comfort, support, and happiness, allow yourself to embrace that without guilt. Life doesn't stop after loss.
This is just am I the asshole? So this one is for refusing to give. The title is for refusing to forgive my sister's boyfriend, even though she took him back, right? My sister, 26 female, and I, 24 female, have always been extremely close. We talk every day and have always been best friends. In the late 2024, she started dating a guy I'll call Ronald, 22 male. Oh, wow. So she dated a younger guy? They moved fast. After only a couple months of dating, he moved in with our family.
Okay.
While living with us, he would complain about my sister to my mom and me and make her seem like she's the problem in the relationship. Oh wow, you're complaining about somebody's kid.
You're complaining about your girlfriend
to their sister or mom.
He's complaining about his own girlfriend to the sister and mom.
Yeah.
Okay.
In 2025, my sister got pregnant. That's when I started noticing controlling behaviors. He didn't want family visiting, wanted lots of alone time, and slowly pushed away the people she was closest to. She eventually quit her job during pregnancy and became financially dependent on him. After her baby shower, my older sister and I built all the baby furniture because Ronald was always too tired after work. After the baby was born, he smoked marijuana and drove their newborn home from the hospital in snowy conditions. The first night home, he got drunk while my sister and I cared for the baby. He also insisted on getting a dog during the pregnancy, even though my sister didn't want one. She ended up doing most of the care while pregnant and later with the newborn. I witnessed him become aggressive towards the dog and punish it for accidents. I mean, if you got a puppy and you're training them, potty training them, you kind of have to be a little aggressive with them. But when the baby was less than a month old, he started criticizing my sister for not cleaning and cooking enough while she was recovering from childbirth, breastfeeding, and caring for a newborn. One night they argued and he left. My sister came to my mom's house with the baby because she was overwhelmed. The next morning, she went home and found another woman in their bed. Oh, wow. She was devastated. I took time off work to help care for the baby because she was barely functioning. I helped her find a therapist, attended appointments with her, and supported her through everything. When we went to collect her belongings, Ronald's family became hostile. His grandmother screamed insults about my sister and blamed her for being cheated on. Police ended up being present to keep things civil. A few months later, my sister got back together with him. She now expects everyone to forgive him and act normally around him. My mom and older sister have done that for the sake of the baby. I haven't. I still see my sister and my niece regularly, but I've told her I'll only be civil with Ronald at holidays, birthdays, and family events. I don't want to hang out with him, go on double dates, or pretend we're friends. My sister says I'm holding a grudge and that he's in therapy. My family says I'm being stubborn. I feel like the cheating was bad enough, but the controlling behavior, the disrespect, and everything that happened before and after are what I can't get past. So let me read some of the comments.
Oh, that's it.
I think I might be the asshole because my sister had chosen to stay with him. He's reportedly in therapy, and my refusal to move on is causing tension in the family.
Is that a comment?
I think so. Oh no. You are holding a grudge, and you are obviously right too. That man is abusive and will repeat this pattern all over again. I wonder how many times it will take before she gets it and leaves, or he hurts someone. NTA. I don't know what that means.
Not the asshole.
Oh, not the asshole. This guy is a textbook narcissistic, and what he is doing is domestic abuse, corrosive, controlling, financial abuse, gaslighting, etc. Thank God your sister has you. Just don't judge, burn bridges with her so she feels comfortable coming to you the next time she needs to leave. I was in the same situation as your sister and was thankful I had someone in my corner before and after I left my situation. She'll thank you later. Oh, this is kind of like that last story we read too.
Did you read this one before you?
No.
Okay.
I just read the title.
I don't think you're the asshole.
I don't think you're the asshole too, but it's kind of like that last story we read. I think it was like the Hmong Talk.
The Hmong Talk one.
Where, she
witnessed
her brother-in-law with a knife to her sister, and she called the cops and got him arrested. I mean, there comes a you could still be civil with your sister. You don't need to be civil with him. I mean, you're entitled to your own opinions about, him.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to be nice to him. Or you already said you'll be nice to him at, events, family events, birthdays, whatever, etc., whatever else you said, right?
Holidays, yeah.
Yeah, holidays. And that's all you need to really do. I mean, you don't have to like her baby daddy,
Mm-hmm.
and he doesn't have to like you either.
Yeah.
So you're not the asshole. And I hope I hope he changes. If he doesn't changes, then it's gonna happen over and over again. It's up to the point when your sister decides to leave him anyways, right? But don't involve yourself too much to where you're gonna tear your family apart over him.
Yeah. The Hmong story, it backfired on her when she called the
Mm-hmm.
cops. So,
Mm-hmm.
uh, this one is like the heavy ones. Um, no, she's not the asshole. I just think it's very unfortunate that the sister just cannot get out of that cycle. I'm not saying that it's easier said than done, but I will say again, like maybe she's not done. She probably likes the cycle, so she went back. And in this story, unfortunately, there's a kid involved, a child. So I just wish she did what's best for the child and for herself.
Mm-hmm.
And if he really is a changed man, I mean, we'll see. Only time can tell. And if I was a writer, the OP, original poster person,
Mm-hmm.
then I wouldn't involve myself as much with him.
Yeah.
I mean, with your sister and niece, then yeah, yes, support them as much as I could. But with him, like, just keep your distance or just be civil if you could. Because if there's kids seeing all that interaction too, then I wouldn't want them to think that, I'm a bad person or whatever. I
Yeah.
just hope that the kid is safe, especially if they're like arguing or whatever they're doing and if he's being controlling.
Narcissistic, whatever
Mm-hmm.
he is, but that's coming from your point of view.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, just I would say don't get too involved because it
Yeah.
might backfire on you.
Yep.
And then if you get too involved, your sister might hate you,
Mm-hmm.
even though you feel like you're just protecting your sister.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't want to burn your bridges with your sister either.
Right.
But at the same time, you got to know when to stop helping, right?
Yeah, or to like back away a little bit,
Mhm.
back off a little bit. Um, that doesn't make you like love her any less, or I don't think she should see it that way. But it's like you're protecting your own peace as well.
Mhm.
Don't want any fingers to be pointed at me in the end, as in like I'm the scapegoat or people are getting mad at me for things. So,
Well, you don't want to overly help if they're not willing to accept the help,
mhm,
you know, or not over, but then you don't want to help somebody until they're willing to help themselves first. Because when they don't want to help themselves and you're helping them so much, it might be out of the goodness of your heart, like with good intentions, but if it something goes wrong, now you're the scapegoat.
mhm.
Now you're the problem,
Right.
and you should probably just take a step back.
Okay. Are you done then?
Yeah. All right. Thanks for joining in. Let us know your takes if you have any comments or questions.
Yeah, just let us know in the comments down below. Thank you for joining us today, you guys. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.